Hi friends, Krista here. Thanks for stopping by Books and Jams. I'm so excited because it is week 2 of the 12 Plaids of Christmas book exchange, and I have more books to unwrap. This exchange is something that my friends Sarah from Sarah's Nightstand and Lindsay from Lindsay's Little Library have done last year and this year. I think they did it a third year 2 years ago with another friend, but I joined in the fun last year and I'm so excited. Last week, if you missed it, I opened some fabulous books from them. So I have 3 from Sarah and 3 from Lindsay. We all used plaid wrapping paper this year, which is why we're calling it the 12 Plaids of Christmas. And we're gonna jump right in. Last week I started with Lindsay's books and alternated, and this week I will start with Sarah's. In case I don't say it later, be sure to check out in the description box both of their channels to see the books that I sent them. But we are doing books 4, 5, and 6 today. So let's just go because I'm so excited to see what these are. All right, The Original Woman, book 4. I think, okay, Eve is the original woman. Could this be a book about Eve, like a biblical fiction of some sort? I don't know. Let's see. Ha, it is William Paul Young. Oh, this is the guy who wrote The Shack, and which I read twice, quite a few years ago now, but I have never read anything else by him. Whoa, okay. I'm just going to read this paragraph, right? When a shipping container washes ashore on an island between our world and the next, John the collector finds a young woman inside, broken, frozen, and barely alive. With the aid of healers and scholars, John oversees her recovery and soon discovers that her genetic code connects her to every known race. No one would guess what her survival will mean. Dun, dun, dun. Sounds like a little bit of science fiction, our world and the next, like maybe some fantasy in there. I don't know. That sounds super cool from just that first paragraph. I'm not going to read the rest of the description, but yay. Very cool. All right. Book number 4 from Lindsay says, this will make you want to take a trip to Maine in the summer. Okay, I have been to Maine in the summer and it's lovely. I definitely would not want to go to Maine in the winter. I'm saving all of these tags that they made because they're gorgeous and I'm using them as bookmarks in the books. So let's see, Maine in the summer. Do I know of any books set in Maine? I mean, Prince Edward Island is up there even farther. I don't know. Let's see. I can't get it. There we go. All right. Ooh, The Salt House by Lisa Duffy. The Salt House. I feel like I've heard of this before. I may have even put it on a wish list at some point in my life. Sorry for the shadows. By the way, I'm sitting right underneath the light in my living room. I should probably put another light in here. Anyways, so yeah, I feel like I've heard of this one before. In the tradition of Jodi Picoult and Lisa Genova, who I love, this gorgeously written debut set during a summer in Maine traces the lives of a young family in the aftermath of the unthinkable. Let's just read the first paragraph again, because this is unfamiliar to me. In the coastal town of Alden, Maine, Hope and Jack Kelly seem to have it all. A beautiful family, a growing lobster business, and the Salt House, a dilapidated oceanfront cottage they are renovating into their dream home. But tragedy strikes when their young daughter doesn't wake up from her afternoon nap, having taken her last breath without making a sound. Oh man, that's gonna be sad. Another contemporary that has like that emotional kick to it. I feel like that's gonna be the vibe of this one. Let me know if you guys have read this one. What do you think? I feel like it sounds right up my alley. Nailed it. Nailed it, Lindsay. Okay, number 5 from Sarah. Look at those gorgeous tags. Says, historical fiction, cool storyline. I loved this one. Oh, so she's read this. Let's see. Let's see what it is. Cool storyline, historical fiction. I'm down. Whatever it is, I'm ready for it. I should probably be like doing this nice and pretty, but oh, I don't think I've read anything by Kirsty Manning, author of The Jade Lily. I feel like I've heard of The Jade Lily. I don't think I've heard anything of this one, The Lost Jewels. A forgotten treasure and the family secret that holds the key to the mystery. Dun dun dun. From the author of The Song of the Jade Lily, oh, The Song of the Jade Lily, whoops, comes a thrilling story of a family secret that leads to a legendary treasure. Oh, so we have a little bit of thriller action, a little bit of mystery. When respected American jewelry historian Kate Kirby receives a call about the mysterious Cheapside jewels. She knows she's on the brink of the experience of a lifetime, but a trip to London forces Kate to explore secrets that have long been buried by her own family. Returning to Boston, she uncovers a series of sketches linking her suffragette great-grandmother Essie to the Cheapside collection. Could those sketches hold the key to Essie's secret life in Edwardian London? Ooh, so we have like a grandmother-granddaughter situation and lost jewels and suffragette movement. I think this sounds spectacular. Done. I'm going to read this. Oh, I'm so excited. That sounds so good. All right, these are so fun. Number 5 from Lindsay says, a 12-year-old tech genius with a desire to make a difference. Oh, a 12-year-old tech genius. So something about it's going to be middle grade for sure. Oh my word. I love it. I've actually read this book already, but I didn't own it, which is why it's on like my wish list and stuff. I can't get the right thing. Oh, it's taped to it. Careful, careful, careful. This cover is gorgeous. I have already read this book, but Lindsay, I didn't own it, so I'm so excited because it's one I would absolutely want to read again. Song for a Whale by Lynn Kelly. This is about a deaf girl who is a tech genius who struggles with loneliness and family issues like most middle schoolers do. But then she goes on an adventure and connects with this story about a whale who doesn't connect with his pod because he sings at a different frequency than the rest of his family or pod or unit. So this deaf girl who's also struggling with not feeling like she's making connections finds a connection with this whale. And it's a beautiful story. And I absolutely loved it. And I'll probably read it again this year because now I own it. Thank you, Lindsay. That's such a good one. Oh, man. All right. Number 6 from Sarah says, I haven't read this, but it sounds like something you would enjoy. Oh, I just ripped the tag. I still have this part, so it's okay. Gotta be more careful, Krista. All right. It feels like, oh, look at that cover. I would pick up that cover from the library and read the back because that looks very interesting. It looks like it happens without looking at the back or anything else. It looks like it's in like maybe like Indian or Pakistani, something like that. Trossi is the name of the author. It looks like 2 young girls who are friends. Okay, let's see. India, 1986. Mukta, a 10-year-old village girl from lower caste Yelama cult, has come of age and must fulfill her destiny of becoming a temple prostitute, as her mother and grandmother did before her. In an attempt to escape her fate, Mukta is sent to be a house girl for an upper-middle-class family in Mumbai. There she discovers a friend in the daughter of the family, high-spirited 8-year-old Tara, who helps her recover from the wounds of her past. Tara, probably Tara, introduces Mukta to an entirely different world and a friendship that soon becomes a sisterhood. Holy moly, that sounds 100% right up my alley. I had never heard of that. When did this come out? That sounds so good. Let's see. This came out in 2017, so it's not that old. I feel like it's potentially like YA vibes. Like it feels like it'll be a relatively quick read. Oh man, that sounds so good. Sarah, where did you even find that? That sounds awesome. I love this. Okay, number 6 from Lindsay. I had to include a memoir to change things up. Well, good. I'm glad that you did. I'm excited to see whose memoir we've got here. I like a little nonfiction every once in a while. Oh, okay. Got the tag. Now let's see. It's hardcover. I put in a nonfiction in Lindsay's. I don't think I did in Sarah's. I don't know. Oh yay, this is on my wish list. The Sound of Gravel by Ruth Warrener. I had heard about this on a podcast. Maybe Anne Bogle and the Modern Mrs. Darcy, the What Should I Read Next podcast. I think that's where I heard about this. I think this is a Mormon Yeah, a riveting, deeply affecting true story of one girl's coming of age in a polygamist family. Ruth Werner was the 39th of her father's 42 children, growing up on a farm in rural Mexico, where authorities turn a blind eye to the practices of her community. Ruth lives in a ramshackle house without indoor plumbing or electricity. At church, preachers teach that God will punish the wicked by destroying the world, that women can only ascend to heaven by entering into polygamous marriages and giving birth to as many children as possible. After Ruth's father, the man who had been the founding prophet of the colony, is brutally murdered by his brother in a bid for church power, her mother remarries, becoming the second wife of another faithful congregant. Oh, man. So it's kind of like an extremist religious cult or sect of some sort that believes in polygamy, and her story, Ruth Werner's story of her life growing up in that type of a setting. It just sounded so intriguing to me. I'm definitely thrilled to own this. Lindsay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. You guys, again, just like last week. I love, because it's such a mix of like books I've heard of before, books I haven't heard of before, and actually most of these are ones I haven't even heard of before. So from Sarah, I have Eve and The Lost Jewels and The Color of Our Sky. Love. So excited about those. And then The Salt House from Lindsay, and Song for a Whale, and The Sound of Gravel. So good. You guys, I would love to hear from you. Have you read any of these? Have you read any of these books? Do any of them stand out to you? Which ones should I pick up first? Yeah, which sound the most exciting to you? I would love to talk with you in the comments about these books or anything else. You guys know I love talking to you in the comments down below. Be sure to check out Sarah and Lindsay's channels and check out their videos and see what I gifted to them. I'm so excited for them to open my gifts, my books, and I will be talking to you in another video very soon. Bye.